mandatory kind of, we do apologize for it, but we want to improve the presentations and the quality of the work that we do. In addition to that, we are going to do free health check for those of you who have DTXs and they have brought them in. We will be doing a free health check that will tell you what is the status of your unit, how's the performance on every single parameter, whether it needs repair, needs calibration, or the combination of both. And this will be done free of charge. Now, if there's too many DTXs for health check, we do apologize, we will not be able to do all of them today because each of them take about 35 to 40 minutes to do. And if there's too many DTXs, then it's going to be difficult. So we might have to turn them into the day after. Again, you can do that with the front desk. Then we have another thing at the end of each presentation. We have something called It's Your Turn. So in that section, what you basically do is we will be asking questions about that specific topic and the presentation that we do. And whomever answers the questions right, they simply have to look at the back of their badges, and they will have small forms. They just put their name on it, and they just give it to me after they have the correct answers, or to Werner and to Weil. And we just put it in a bowl, and you can have as many interactions as you want. Your chances become more and more as you fill in these and you hand over to us with the correct answers. And then we also will give you an iPod Shuffle for whomever gives the most amount of answers correct. Okay? So this is for It's Your Turn. Okay. All right. Any questions so far before we start? No questions, good. All right. Okay, we go to 7 to 10 reasons to buy. Actually, Fluke officially believes there are 7 reasons to buy. I believe there are 11 reasons to buy. Fluke cable tester, and you will see what are those winning factors that makes the product a unique solution for all the end users and system integrators, consultants, as well as the vendors, cable manufacturing vendors. Okay. The product itself is a very unique solution that has in one platform fiber and copper optics capabilities, and it will allow you to do a standard certified test based on the international standards. In addition to that, it will allow you to do fault finding, which is very, very important feature of the product, which is unique and nobody has that solution. And based on that, you can get a certificate of compliance to a specific standard that your end user requires you to do the installations for. And after the test results, should the link pass, you will get a certificate, and then you will know that link is qualified for certain applications. So that makes it a unique product that everything is inside. And it's a no-risk choice, basically. Okay? So, why certification is so critical? Okay? You, as installers, you will have to obtain your components, okay? Which is the cords, the connectors, the cables, the patch panels, the patch cords, and everything. Okay? In addition to that, you will get from the manufacturer, like Nexons, like Telegartner, all these cable manufacturers, specific specification data sheets that will tell you what standard does the product comply to. For example, if you look at some of the cables for Cat6, it says 11801 compliant or TIA, EIA 586B.1 compliant. And at the end, you will then take these and you put them together, and basically you will install them. You put the components together and use your art of termination and installation practices, put it together. Then you will do a test which is required by the customer, and you will get a certificate of confirmation. And then you will, at the end of the day, hand over the product to your customer, and hopefully the faster you do it, the faster you get your money. It's very simple. So it's basically all about time. The faster we can do the test, the faster we can do the fault finding features, the faster we can turn over the project and turn it into cash. Okay, now, the DTX now what are the 7 reasons? The first and most important reason is it is a product that works for an entire spectrum of standards which are well known, like the international standards from the ISO to TIA, and to even country-specific standards like DIN standard, IEC standard, Japanese standard, British standard, and so forth. It's also fully compliant with some of the more difficult standards that you have to adhere to on the fiber side, which is 14763-3, as well as the Technical Service Bulletin 140. There's not many products on the market that they can comply to the specifications and to the standards as the Fluke device does. It's a unique solution because it's one platform that you can get used to as an operator to work with, and you can do your fiber optical loss test set with this product, as well as you can do your OTDR tracing, what we call Tier 1 and Tier 2 testing. So you can have a single platform and you can interchange it. If you have multiple devices, I know some companies, they hold about 15 to 20 DTXs, and they interchange them because they, for example, today they need to do fiber, next day they need to do copper. And so this solution together with a nice platform, as you can see here as a mainframe, you can get all your cabling jobs done fast. Second reason, and by the way, so you can basically get a pass and you can see how much headroom you have for future improvement, as well as what standard and specifications you have tested for. Okay? The second and most important reason of existence of Fluke networks as #1 cable tester in the world: fault finding features. How many of you have DTXs? Raise your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, good. You have about 50–60% of audience here, they own DTXs. How many of you, once it fails, use the diagnostics? That's what I expected, 1 or 2. How many of you have come to CCTT training course? 1, 2, good. Okay, now, this is the key winner for you as integration companies to turn over your projects and win it, okay? Because the fault finding features of this product is, nobody can compare. It is unprecedented into anything that you can see. It will tell you exactly where is the source of the problem in distance parameter. As a parameter of distance, you can physically see whether the problem is here, or whether the problem is here on the cable, or maybe the problem is here. So once you identify it, then it's 90% of your work is done. You just have to go fix it, right? So that's #1, one of the most important features of this product, which is unique to this product alone. So you can physically see here, for example, a picture. Now, while we'll go into details, and we'll do a short course for you on how to do diagnostics, but you're more than welcome to attend our training courses and see in detail and get your hands on the equipment and see how we do the diagnostics. So you can see physically, it will tell you, based on its advanced knowledge base, it knows exactly where's the problem, whether it's from the main side or remote side. If there's multiple problems, it can see every single one of them, and it tells you what to do to correct it. All right? Okay? We have the same feature built into our OTDR trace. Once a fiber link fails, or even if a fiber link passes, you might have a total pass on the fiber, but that doesn't guarantee that each of the specific events, like couplings and endpoints, or sharp bends, or any specific events that you have within the fiber channel link, does comply to the standard. There's no guarantee. Even if the link passes, doesn't mean that every single event also is a pass. So with the OTDR trace that we do, we can tell you every single event pass-fail status. Which means that you will, once you use this solution on the OTDR module, you can see exactly at a specific event what has happened. You can make the corrections.